brand new segment, and it is the defense play of the week. I feel like we don't focus enough on defense. We don't focus. There's two things I want to bring in: defense play of the week and support play of the week. Those are two things I feel like as a game we don't really highlight enough. So the defense play of the week brought to you by NordVPN. It is Jai Arrow. That is right. Jai Arrow is our defense play of the week. Honestly, what I'm not understanding about Jai Arrow and Origin in the Queensland side, he does these kind of NordVPN defense players of the week every single week. He does it every single week. And yet he can't get selected. He can't get selected. Boys, speak to me. Why can't Jai Arrow get selected after this? Like, he's a front rower making cover tackles where a winger or a fullback should be. Like, he is all ticker. He is all hard. I personally think, first of all, this play on the weekend, if they had gone on to win it, that's the play that won the game for him. That's the play that kept him in the game, in my opinion. Jai Arrow's play, he's tackling the corner. And plays like that is why I feel like at the very least he should be in the squad for Queensland. I know he had his issue of, 4 or 5 years ago in camp. I get it, Zumba dance and all that good stuff. But I think he should be called back into the squad at the very least to get some ticker in there. What do you reckon?
I'd have him in there. We spoke about it before game one. He can play middle, he can play edge. I don't get why he's not there. I was out at this game, mate, and I was actually, when this game finished, I thought, I'm glad we're doing this, because I thought to myself, geez, that moment's going to be forgotten.
Yeah, it always gets forgotten in moments like that.
I want to have another call too. I saw the article the other day about him walking off the field. It's like, hold on. If you want to bitch and whine about these guys shaking hands and being jolly with people.
Laughing.
Like, when a guy actually shows you he cares, don't shit down his throne as well.
Yeah.
Pick a side and stick to it. I love seeing that from Jai. We've got Sowie, who's part of our shows now, and he had a moment where he did the same thing in his career. And I love guys that care. I want guys that want to win, that care about the result. The negative pushback on that, I think, is absolute crap.
Well, look, I'd get it if he was like a winger that had like 5 runs. You're like, bruh, you had your opportunity to play really well and you didn't. Jai Arrow plays with his heart in his sleeve every single week. And so I love there's a bit of passion. Like, yeah, okay, I'm not saying every week do that, but it's a massive clash for his team. He loves his club. I'm totally okay. What do you reckon, Timmy, about, first of all, Jai Arrow's play, and second of all, would he be in your Queensland side?
First of all, this segment seems particularly targeted at Nicole Casanova, horrifically.
You could have used NordVPN last week when everything got hacked, that's for sure.
Should have brought him on last week, mate. Jai Arrow, I had him in my Origin team. I think I had him in from game one, and I'd still bring him in for game 3. I think he just lacks a lot of what the Maroons, or has what Maroons are lacking in a bit, and that's just ticker, that dog in him. And to your point about walking off the field and blowing up, that's exactly what you want to see as a fan. I can't believe there was hit back from that and negativity around him. As you said, you want to see players caring.
Yeah.
I think a team like the Cronulla Sharks would kill for like that right now. Post-game to have stormed off and pissed off they let a lead slip, and a game they should have won. So I think that's awesome from Jai Arrow, and sure, emotions can flow and go over the top a little bit at times, but all I see to that is that's a bloke who wants to win football games, and he'll do anything he can to get it. So I love it.
Hammy, what do you reckon, mate?
Big Jai Arrow fan. I also had him in my team, and I think, particularly, leading into, after game 1, we kind of went, Queensland need a bit more dog in their team, and he is a dog. He, cares, gets in people's faces, can go with guys. He would have been great off the bench, I think, when like a Spencer Leniu or someone comes on to respond with a Jai Arrow. I think he'd still be a great guy to include in the squad. Great play from him on the weekend. He's just he was on the Matty John show last night as well. Yep. A good old-fashioned character, a little bit loose, but, gets stuck in, cares about his footy. A good egg. So, worthy recipient of the NordVPN defensive play.
The NordVPN defense player of the week. It's Jai Arrow's tackle on Grant Addison. And I've had an absolute game changer, guys. NordVPN, I can change my virtual location, allowing me to access the sport and shows I can't normally access here. Not only that, when I go overseas, I can set my virtual location back to Australia so I can watch all my shows and sport as I normally would in the comfort of my own home. I'm actually off to Vegas in a few weeks, and I'll be using NordVPN to watch NRL games from that round while I'm overseas, as well as, listen, I might actually watch Andor again. That's how good it was. I can't stop watching. I seriously can't stop watching video essays about Andor. It also protects me from any
video essays.
Video essays about Andor. What? It's about the deeper themes and messaging of the media that you watch, guys. Come on. let's get real here, boys. We're not just a rugby league podcast here. We're the thinking man's.
It's actually
podcast.
the first time in 3 weeks you haven't tipped us off on that show.
Yeah,
Pre-show.
well, I can lead you to water, mate. It also protects me against any scammers or hackers, keeping me safe. As I'm using public Wi-Fi at the airport or hotel, protecting my private data like bank details, passwords, and online identity. NordVPN is always on the defense. I'm sorry we weren't here a week earlier with NordVPN to defend your life from hackers. Timmy, I apologise, bro.
Can we just end this segment?
Oh, well, you should have got NordVPN, mate.
I will
So
now.
defensive.
So make sure, look, guys, we have a living example of a bloke that could have used NordVPN. So make sure to go and use your NordVPN. Another added bonus I wish I had sooner is that I had when I switched my virtual location, it can allow me to save money when purchasing flights, hotels and subscriptions from other countries at a cheaper price. I wish I had it when I was going to Japan a few months ago, but you best believe I'll be doing this for the future trips. So whether I'm going overseas or I just want to access shows and sport from other countries that aren't available here, I do it in a safe and protected way with NordVPN. To get the best discount of your NordVPN plan, go to nordvpn.com/blokeinabar. Our link will also give you an extra 4 months on a 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The link is in the podcast episode description box.